So hi everyone, and just welcome to this video. So in this video we're going to set up our authoritative DNS server in our FreeBSD OS machine, and all we'll be doing will be starting by the first step, which is installing this library, which is using the pkg command install bind. We'll be enabling this bind after installing it, and then the next step will be creating a shortcut to just access this easily with a short URL. After, so we'll just head over to the file, to this file, so which is the file name named.config, and we'll just set some few configuration. Over to the task tool, so we're going to create a new file which will be named.zone.conf, and then this file will be containing these codes, and in this file, so we're adding here our IP address version 4 and then the IP address version 6 as well. And down here we do the same thing, but this should be the IP address which is in the same range as our IP address, but not our IP address. And this should be the last characters of your IP address. Maybe if my last characters are 56, I just set this XS to 56 as well. So the next step, we're creating a new file which is known as the PCXX, and this XX should be replaced with the last digit of our IP address. If you just got 56, that's 56 for you. This command, so this is the command used to check if our config file is configured correctly. So once we just find our file just configured correctly, so we'll just go down here to the last step, so which is typing this, which is starting our server, our bind server, and then we just check the log to see if we just got the logs for the IP for this request that we've been sending to our server. So once we see the logs, we are now good to go. Okay, so now let's get into the process. So I start by logging into the system. So and now I am in right now. So the first thing I need to do is, I like using the command su because I'm gonna do things that requires me to be a super admin installing packages. Sometimes it does not work if you are not a super admin. So the next thing, I need to copy this command to install. I paste it in kg, not pkg. So pkg means package. Now you can see that the packages that are going to be installed are the one listed here, and they're just asking us to confirm. We just confirm that as well. Everything is now ready. So the next thing, which is the next step, is to enable this bind. So we're installing bind, and then we're going to just enable this bind. So by typing this command, which is the source, which is the system source, and then we enable this named to yes. By default, I guess it's no, and now we just enable it to yes. And as you can see now, it's have been enabled. And the next step we need to go through, so there is a URL which is too large. We just want to make it short by creating a shortcut. So it's just pretty simple. So all we need is just to copy this line to create a shortcut of this folder. You do that as well. Okay, so now we're done. And the next step we need to go through, so is going inside this, editing the named.config to listen to the proper IP address. So for this case, I need you to get the IP address as well. So you need to go here, and then to find your IP address, we just like if config LO2, and now just press enter. Now you see that we just got our IP address and our IP address version 6. Version 4 is this one, and then version 6. So I just need to store this aside. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, so we need to follow this guide as well. So we need to go edit this file. So it says name.config file, and all we'll be doing, so we're gonna look for the listen starting, or the line which says statistics file, and then we add the recursion. No, just we need to add this line. Okay, so we just go in and we just want to type this command. So this is EE, like this. Just simply copy this line. The EE is an editor that we will be using. So first of all, I just like to clear my screen, and now it's clear. Then let's type the command we just press enter. So we just want to check a line where is written like this, which is like where is written like statistics file. Okay, of course the line is just right here. All we need is to go on the next line after this line. So go on the next line, and then we just want to paste this line that they just give us here, which is the recursion no. This is for disabling the recursion, and if you just want to know what this is doing, it's just disable recursion so that your server becomes an authoritative DNS server only. Okay, next we just paste the line in here, and once it's pasted, so there are more changes we need to do inside this file, so make sure you don't close it right now. So I will just go down here on the next page. So we need to check where there is recent on, and then replace it with our IP address. Okay, so as we know, we just stored an IP address right here, so I need to copy this IP address, and then I check the line that says listen on. So here's the line, and then I just want to delete everything and then paste in the line, and remember this colon, and I think the spaces were there, so it's better to just keep the syntax clean as it was. Now it's ready. So one more thing is the IP version 6, so we just want to replace it. So we can simply copy our IP version 6, and then we go down here, we just replace our IP version 6. But as you can see is that this line is a comment. This means that it's not really necessary to just replace this IP version 6. So it's optional to replace it. So if you just decide to use it, make sure you just delete these 2 slashes. So without closing this file, so we just want to see another modification. So we just want to go on the end of these files, on the very bottom of this file, and then add this line as well. So I copy the line as well. I need to go on the very bottom of my code. Well, so now we are on the very bottom of this line, so we need to create a new line down here and then paste in our codes. And then one more thing, don't forget the semicolon here. So I just add the semicolon as well. So we just add this quote and then the semicolon. And now you are free to save this file because every change you need to do in this file have been done and it's ready. Okay, so to do this, we just simply use our command. So we just say control square brackets, which is the command you see here, and then we choose leave the editor, and then we choose to save the file. Now the file have been saved. So last times I would like to just clear my screen again. Hey, I'm your instructor now, so I hope this video is doing good for you. And then if that is correct, make sure you either like this video, add a sweet comment, and then take you 2 seconds to click on the subscribe button for more videos like this that helps you every day. So let's continue. Okay, so now my screen is green, and I just want to go to the next step. The next step is to just create the zone file. So though we just included the zone file down here, the file is not yet created. So the best practice is to just create this file as well. Okay, so the codes you're going to just use are these ones. So I would like to just first copy this code. So in my code editor, so I just want to add the zone file, zones.conf, and then I add my code as well. But remember the other closing that I just forget, and then the semicolon as well. Okay, so the instruction says that we should replace the XX with the details and YY with the partner's details, right? Okay. First thing, here we just have, this is notify, so it's just written long, so it's notify. So notify, and then I need to first go here and just replace this with last 2 characters of my IP address, so as well. So you can just use any numbers that you just need, but it's a best practice to use this IP address because wherever you see this, you just know where the numbers are coming from. And the next thing, we go here on the YY. This should be my full IP address, so I should copy my IP address and paste in here as well. One more thing, so this is my IP version 6, so of course I should copy this IP version 6, and down here, so of course this should be my IP version 6. And one more thing, this is the IP of the partner, so this can be any IP address in the same language as mine, so maybe I can just make it 100. Okay, so this is great. And one more thing, this YY, so it should be same as 86, PC 86. So on 86 is just from my up here, just from up here, just what I'm using. And remember, just here, then the PC, this is 98, this is 86, so 86, the last two digits of my IP address, and then I think now we're just good to go. So, and also here, so this is 86. Now we need to go inside my editor. So as we see, the next step was to do the EE, and then we just go to this file. We're just creating a new file as well. Okay, I need to use the command su, and we do the EE/etc. So we do the EE, so or editor. EE means the editor slash etc/namedb, and then slash zones.conf. Okay, so I think I just started right. So okay, it's great. And then in here, so we should just press enter. Now the file is empty because we're just creating a new file, as you can see here. So I should copy my codes and then paste them there, right there. And after pasting them right here, so I just wanna save this as well. So save this, I just wanna do the control square bracket or escape, and then I just choose A to leave and then save changes. Now my file have been saved. So once saved, I think we're done with this step. So the next step we need to do, which is the lab 3, so here we'll be creating a specific zone record. We create a list source record file. So we're just getting on the end. So here we just need to just copy this and we paste. This is a new file. Remember, this is a new file that we're going to create. So, and just remember to just use the same characters as you've used here. So we just use 86. Here are the codes, but remember, be pressing these IP addresses. Okay, so of course I should just go down here and then we press everything here to be repressed. Okay, so some things looks like this. I am just losing this format, so I should just do a tab, I guess. So just do a tab, and we should also replace this line. So this is negative, I guess it's word negative, so you just here on this line it's a comment. I think it's not really necessary, but we should just make it work. Okay, so this is fine. So the task we just have here is repressing here, so we need to just make it the one that we've been using, which is 86. So we say it's 86, and as we change here 86, so we should also change here 86 as well. Say it's 86, and then we just go here, so it's 86 as well, so we say 86. And remember, the 86 is the last characters of my IP address. So here I just need to copy my whole IP address. So I think I just forget one digits, but I will just add that. And then paste the IP address, and then I should also get my IP version 4. So also I just put in here the IP address and then my IP version 6 as well. Okay, so my IP version 6 is just up here, so I just want to copy this IP version 6 and then I just replace it with the light IP address right here. So take all this IP version 6 and then take also all this IP version 6 and replace it as well. I guess now everything looks fine, so nothing else we need to change. There are no excess left in our code. So now let's copy these lines and then we do the command su, And then the thing we need to do, so we need to do the mkdir to just create a directory, and the directory we need to create so is this directory, which is the master. So this master directory should be created as well, and then we paste in this code like this. We need to create this directory, and now we just press enter. Now the directory is created, so we need to just go in back. Okay, so I'm not really getting the command so far, so let me just copy this line, and then we just paste into our terminal again, and then we just press enter as well. And now we just want to copy the codes that we just have here, and then we just copy the codes, and then we just paste in back in here. I think now everything is ready, so if any error occurs, we'll be able to just fix it at a time. Okay, now if we make sure everything is just ready, so you need things to just save this file as we did before. So we just do the control semicolon with the editor, and then we choose to save changes. Now you can see that now it is saved as well. As we just got it saved, so we just want to go back into our documentation and see the next step. So the next step is to do the named check config. So to check if our named.config is clearly configured, so you need to type this command in. So we just go in our terminal and then just paste in, and we press enter. So we're seeing that the problem is in the zone file. So I was just going through the file which is now correct. So zone file, line 6 and line 12. And then I'll paste the code, and now here we go. On line 6, so we should delete this YYs, and then we just go here. We also delete them as well. So we're just using the same PC86 is already created, so we should use something different. So it's better to just leave this as XX. So this is better. Leave this as XX, so that's fine. And then we just do the control escape. We just do the escape, and then we just save the changes. Now let's check using the command to check if everything is ready. Now you see that there is no error, and then we place our command to start the server, and now the server named have started. So once the server has started, so we need to confirm, we need to just get a proof of everything we have done. So you can just try these commands like dig using your IP address right here, and then remember the PC, which is the domain that you just created. For me it was just PC96, but if you just want to try this, it's okay. But what I'm going to do is just go here, and then we check for the named -global, which is for checking the logs of the server, and then we just paste the command in here, and then here we go. Now you see the logs. So if you just want to submit your work, so make sure you take the screenshot, and then this is gonna be like a proof of what you've done. So since now take the screenshot, if you just do like, so capture, and now just got the screenshot, and then submit your work as well. So thanks for watching.